The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from the Superdome. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play one, and Prescott to the air. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Look at this Buffalo defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide?
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Saints at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Prescott now. And he'll find Moreau here. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. He gets this one to Johnson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Prescott yet again.
That one complete downfield to Johnson.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Here's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Samuel going to go in motion right.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Allen now on the option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Rattler wants to throw it. That's complete to Marone at tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Bass. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And a blocked field goal. So not only an opportunity missed, an opportunity made there on special teams.
Without a doubt, and I need to check with my analytics guy because every coach we've ever talked to, they always say, if you block a kick in special teams, your team wins 90+% of the time. I've never truly seen that number quantified, but that's how coaches believe.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he's got room. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Here's Cook again.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. To the air is Rattler.
And he finds a man on the crossing route.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now Rattler.
And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Rattler.
And he rifles one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing is Rattler. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
And that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Allen now looks to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. On a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
3rd and 2. Play action. Now it's Allen. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. so many different things, so many different ways. But right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, it's Bass. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Allen going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and it seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. And Rattler, he'll throw again.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now is signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think they admit that they have an extra DB out there.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. And came through with a big-time pick six.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
To the air, Allen. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In motion right here comes Johnson. Back to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because of the drag route. And he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn up.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Up the middle they go. Bass. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bass.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They'll run it with Johnson. Gets past one man.
And that won't work out for big yardage, but a decent game there on the trickeration.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now, keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Rattler wants to throw it.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. So it's a letdown there. They get the ball in tremendous position following the turnover, but they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you the favor of getting you the ball on this side of the 50. But neither the offense nor the kicking team could capitalize.
He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. Now Allen. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bass.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bass. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. It's Bass. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Yeah, he did a nice job to spin out of that first wave, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
J.K. Dobbins.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point forthcoming. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Incomplete, right side to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
from midfield. Here's Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 50 yards.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Saints 34, Bills 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They're in control here as they start first and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that two-game losing streak.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
From the 41, here's second and a couple.
They'll try the left side. Bass. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough third and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bass. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
As he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the gun, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
One final try here for Allen. He's going to let it fly. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And some room to maneuver. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Ready, ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one a victory here for New Orleans.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. There's 3 turnovers by that offense. That's ultimately what doomed it.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Saints, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington.